first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. So today I have a lesson for all those students doing GCSE Spanish. Now I have 10 sentences that are going to be incredibly useful when talking about family and friends and the relationship that you have with the people closest to you. It's not going to be a long video, so get your notepad, get your exercise books, and just jot down any new vocab that you learned today. So that is it. I'm just going to start because I don't want to take too long. It's also good to learn phrases instead of just single words all the time. So don't get stressed over this. This is good exercise for you. It's good practice. So, one of the most common expressions that you will see when talking about friends and families and people you're around all the time is the expression llevarse bien con, to get along with someone. So the first sentence is that me llevo bien, me llevo bien con, I get along with. Obviously you can mention who it is that you get along with. You know the members of the family already. Maybe you want to say me llevo bien con mi hermana. I get along with my sister. So I get along well with mi hermana, mi hermano, whoever it might be that you get along with. You might, on the other hand, want to express that you don't get along with this person. So you might say, if you want to express that, you might say no. So all you would do is add a no. No me llevo bien con. I don't get along with. Okay? Easy. Okay, next, number 2, I have tengo una buena relación con. I have a good relationship with. So you might choose to say tengo una buena relación con mi vecina, with my neighbor, or con mi madre, with my mother. I'm not going to go over members of the family because you know all of that stuff already. I have a good relationship with, or I have good, great. Muy buena would be great. I have a good relationship with. Okay? Again, not all relationships are good and beautiful and positive. Sometimes, and this is a word you guys use a lot, tóxica, sounds like the English equivalent. Tenemos una relación tóxica. I don't want to give you tengo all the time because tengo is I have, but we're talking about relationships. So in plural, tenemos, we have, okay? We have a toxic relationship. Tenemos una relación, we have a relationship. Tenemos una relación tóxica. Remember, in Spanish, the adjective comes after the noun. Okay? Tenemos una relación tóxica. We have a toxic relationship. I hope you don't have very many toxic relationships, but we need to know how to say this in case that's what's happening. We have a toxic relationship. Maybe you're sat there thinking, all my relationships are fantastic, marvelous. But maybe it's a complicated relationship, so you might substitute toxic for complicada. Complicada. Una relación complicada. Maybe things are just complicated. Maybe your partner, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, es una relación complicada. It's a complicated relationship, a situationship, as you young people say, right? Complicado, es complicado. Es una relación complicada. Moving on to another useful sentence, me apoya. Okay, me apoya is he or she supports me. Okay, maybe you want to say mi madre me apoya. My mom supports me, she's always there for me. She's always on my side. Me apoya. Similarly, you might like to say she never supports me. Okay, in that case, again, we put no, or nunca. Nunca is never. Okay, nunca me apoya. que mis padres nunca me apoyan, okay? My parents never support me. So remember, if you want to make it negative, just put the negative word before the sentence begins, okay? No me apoyan. But if they do support you, me apoyan. I love that. He or she, could be your brother, could be a sister, could be a cousin, supports me. They supports everything I do, supports me. And that's lovely to have, isn't it? It's lovely to be around people who support you and give you that emotional support that you need, right? Perfect. No pasamos suficiente tiempo juntos. I think this is one that we can all understand, okay? We do not spend enough time together, okay? No pasamos, again, the first person plural, no pasamos, we don't spend, okay? Suficiente tiempo juntos, okay? Love that for you. We don't spend enough time together. That's always the case, especially when we have very busy parents who both work, or maybe it's your best friend that's got a part-time job. We don't spend enough time together. It's all right. I'm just here to make sure you have the vocabulary, okay? Because sometimes you get to this part where you have to talk about your friends and family and you get stuck. Now, my job here is to make sure that you are able to navigate your way through this topic easily, okay? So, no pasamos suficiente tiempo juntos. Or maybe you do spend a lot of time with your best friend and you want to say, pasamos, so you take off the no, pasamos mucho tiempo juntos. Pasamos, we spend, mucho tiempo, a lot of time, juntos. Together, if you're both girls, juntas. Okay, so you would change the juntos, the O here, to an A. If it's two girls, juntas. Okay? Discutimos, we argue. Who doesn't, guys? Who doesn't? It doesn't matter how much you love the people in your life. Now and again, we are going to argue. We're going to have some disagreements. The human experience. Sometimes we argue. Discutimos. We argue. How can we spruce this up a little bit? Perhaps you never argue. Or you don't usually. So you might say, nunca discutimos. Nunca. Like this. We never argue. Or discutimos mucho. We argue a lot. Okay? Discutimos mucho. You can say as well. Always think of ways to elongate your sentences just so you'll sound a little bit more fluent. Examiners love it. The more you say, the more confidently you say it, the better it's going to be for you. Okay? Perfect. Next one we have, I love this sentence for you because it's true, not just for you, but for myself and for everyone else. La comunicación es clave. So communication is key. Okay? I'm sure you say this in English as well. Is key, so it's very important. Communication is key. Maybe you don't speak enough and you want to really express that communication is key, but perhaps you find it difficult to speak to that person. Okay? And that's a nice phrase as well. Me resulta difícil hablar con mi amiga o con mi hermana. Okay? O me cuesta. Me cuesta. Me cuesta is I find it hard as well. Me cuesta. Me cuesta hablar. I find it difficult to talk. Me cuesta hablar con mis padres. So I find it harder to speak to my parents. Okay? Or no me cuesta. I don't find it hard to speak to my parents. Remember, you need to remember how to change in a positive sentence into a negative and vice versa. Okay? Brilliant. Moving on. Es una persona leal, loyal, y honesta. So he's a loyal and honest person. that could be for anyone in your life, really, right? And remember, it doesn't matter if it's male or female, because you're talking about persona, which is person, which anyone, right? So he or she is an honest person. Okay? Moving on. The last one. And I hope you are surrounded by people who really make you laugh, because laughter is important in this life, okay? And in any other lifetime. Me hace reír mucho. He or she makes me laugh a lot, okay? He or she makes me laugh a lot, okay? I'm always giggling with this person, okay? Mi prima Isa me hace reír muchísimo. So my cousin Isa makes me laugh so much. Okay, I love that. Or maybe you want to express that we laugh together a lot. Nos reímos. The me would be nos reímos mucho juntos o juntas. Nos reímos mucho juntos o juntas. We laugh together a lot. Laughter is food for the soul, and so do it. Surround yourself with people who make you laugh. And so, as usual, I like to add something to improve your writing. So I have these 5 expressions that you're going to not forget. I know you know them already, but I'm just revising these for you. A pesar de eso, despite this, or in spite of this, in spite of that, not it, in spite of that. So maybe you want to say, discutimos mucho, pero a pesar de eso, nos queremos muchísimo. Okay? So instead of that, you add that when you're writing. The second part just pushes the level up a little bit. So you say, we argue a lot, but in spite of that, we love each other very much. Do you see the difference? Just adding and elongating your sentence a little bit with these structures will help you get a better grade. Okay? Right. Sin embargo is although. Okay? So we could say, me hace reír mucho, he makes me laugh a lot, although es mucho más mayor que yo. Es mucho mayor que yo. So he makes me laugh a lot, even though he's older than me. Although he's older than me. So it might be your granddad. He's older than you, but that generational gap does not matter because he makes you laugh. Okay, so like that for you. Además is another key word that we've been teaching you since the beginning of the course. Furthermore, or what's more, furthermore is to add a bit more information, okay? Discutimos mucho y además es muy gruñón. So we argue a lot, and what's more, furthermore, he or she is very moody, okay? Right. Again, giving your opinion, from my point of view, it's always good to give your opinion on whatever it is that you're saying or explaining. So this is a good one for you. From my point of view. Okay? Perfecto, perfecto, perfecto. And the last one is lo más importante. Okay? The most important thing is, why did I stick this on the board? As ever, I'm always trying to get you to jog your memory and to think about the subjunctive. Lo más importante es que nos llevemos bien, es que nos queramos, es que nos vayamos, es que nos visitemos. The subjunctive, guys, the subjunctive, our beloved subjunctive. Okay? The most important thing is, and then you can finish that sentence where you see fit. that is it. As usual, I've gone on way too long. You know, that's what you get. You come here, I always say it's going to be 5 minutes and then it's 10. Anyways, I'm going to leave you for now. Do let me know what you're currently doing, and if I'm able to do a quick video for you to help you out, I shall do so. And so with that, I'm going to leave you until next time.